Lenin's death and Stalin's rise. A shift in the Soviet epoch. Horn. Introduction. The period marked by Lenin's death in 1924 and the subsequent rise of Joseph Stalin represents a critical juncture in Soviet history. This transition of power not only altered the political landscape of the Soviet Union, but also had far-reaching implications for its domestic and international policies. 2. Lenin's death, the end of an era. 1924. January 1924. Lenin's death created a power vacuum at the top of the Soviet hierarchy, signaling the end of the revolutionary era and the beginning of a struggle for succession. Lenin's Testament. Lenin's Testament, a document purported to contain his recommendations for the Soviet leadership, including criticisms of Stalin, added complexity to the power struggle. 3. The power struggle, Stalin versus Trotsky, 1924 to 1927. Key rivals. Joseph Stalin and Leon Trotsky emerged as the primary contenders for leadership, representing different ideological and political approaches within the Communist Party. Stalin's maneuvering. Stalin, leveraging his role as General Secretary, systematically consolidated power. He sidelined his rivals through political cunning and strategic alliances, notably with Lev Kamenev and Grigory Zinoviev. 4. Stalin's ascendancy, consolidating power, 1927 to 1929. 1927. By the end of 1927, Stalin had successfully marginalized Trotsky, who was eventually exiled. Stalin then turned against his former allies, Kamenev and Zinoviev, ensuring his unchallenged dominance. Shift in policies. Stalin's rise marked a shift from the collective leadership and relatively open political discourse of the Lenin era to a more autocratic and centralized form of governance. V. Changes in economic and political direction. End of NEP. Stalin abandoned Lenin's new economic policy, opting for rapid industrialization and collectivization of agriculture, dramatically reshaping the Soviet economy and society. Political repression. The political atmosphere under Stalin became increasingly repressive, marked by the purging of real and perceived enemies within the party and the wider society. 6. Implications for the Soviet Union and beyond. Domestic impact. Stalin's policies led to significant industrial growth, but at a tremendous human cost, including widespread famine and repression. International influence. Stalin's leadership altered the trajectory of international communism, influencing communist movements worldwide and contributing to the shaping of global politics in the lead-up to World War II. The transition from Lenin to Stalin was not just a change in leadership, but a profound transformation in the nature of Soviet governance and policy. This period set the stage for the ensuing decades of Soviet history, marked by rapid industrialization, political centralization, and the cultivation of a pervasive cult of personality around Stalin.